All right, so we're still on the subject of factoring ax squared plus bx plus c. Or in other words, when there's a coefficient in front of the x squared term, it makes it a little more difficult. I don't know if you've watched already the video on using grouping, but that's one way to do this. Some people get a little confused by that or find other ways easier, so I'm going to introduce you another way of doing it, and I call it unfoiling. So basically, it's kind of like guess and check, but I call it guess and check with help. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put here the empty parentheses of what we want to do as far as filling in the blanks. Could also be filling in the blanks. So it's something x, and we know that these two terms are somehow going to have to multiply to 4x squared. So that could be 1x times 4x, or it could be 2x times 2x, and we aren't sure which. And these last two need to multiply to negative 21. So there could be 3 and 7, or 7 and 3, and one of them has to be negative, so there's all sorts of opportunities. So what I want to do is sort of narrow down those possibilities. So again, I'm going to use x factoring over here. I'm going to make my x, and again, I take the a times c. Whenever there's a coefficient in front, this needs to be incorporated in here. So I'm going to do 4 times negative 21, which is negative 84. And then they need to add to negative 8. I'm like, negative 84, I don't know factors of 84. So I'm going to start listing them again. So it's going to be 1 and 84, 2 and 42, 3, and 3 goes into 8 2 times with 2 left over, so 3 times 26, 4 times 21. So we're getting closer. Since this is a negative, we're looking for differences. 5 doesn't go into 84. Does 6 go into 84? Let's try. So 6 goes into 8 one time, yes. So 6, and it's 1 and 6 and 14. So the difference of 6 and 14 is one we're looking for, and since we need a negative 8, it's going to be negative 14 and positive 6. So negative 14, positive 6, and those do not go in those blanks right there. What are those are going to be? Those are going to, again, be the O and the I in FOIL. So this is going to be negative 14x, and this will be plus 6x. Remember the smiley face guy I had? The first term is going to have to be 4x squared, and the last two are going to have to be negative 21. So what we're doing is we're using the x factoring with the AC method to fill in for the O and the I in FOIL. So what we do here is I like to just start here. And I want to take the GCF between 4x squared and 6x from where these two lines meet. And so that would be 2x. So once I have one number here, I just follow the arrows around. So if 2x times this needs to be 4x squared, then I know that that's going to be 2x. So then if 2x times something has to be negative 14x, I know that that has to be negative 7. And if negative 7 times something has to be negative 21, I know that that has to be positive 3. So now I check all the pieces. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Negative 7 times positive 3 is negative 21. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14, and the 2x times 3 is positive 6x. So our final answer is 2x minus 7 times 2x plus 3. So you're welcome to use either method. You can use the grouping method, or you can use the unfoiling method. I would practice both ways. Find what's easier for you. So I hope that helps. Thanks.